Hi, I just wanted to say good morning, and I wanted to call you before you had to go to work, but I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Welcome back to another episode of the Wedding Diaries, Wedding Planning series. I'm super excited for today. Today we are starting to go over more of the nitty-gritties. I have a few unboxings of things that I have bought for the wedding, between like decor, invite stuff, and that's another major thing we're going over. We're going solidly through my DIY invitation suite, and Alan and I actually making and putting together our invitations for our wedding, as well as we go tux shopping for Alan finally, and a few other fun things along the way. I hope you guys have been enjoying the wedding series, but let's get into this episode. It's gonna be a good one. It's a wee bit windy out, but we are on our way to the wedding show, bridal show, wedding show, I don't know, at the convention center, because there's a few vendors that we still, ooh, don't mind my eyes watering, it is freezing out today, but there's still a few vendors that we need to source out, a few more things to book. We are officially less than 5 months out from our wedding, which is crazy to say, but that is the plan today. And then we're gonna go try on some wedding bands for the first time. So super excited, aren't we? We're excited.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
You guys, I just got a big package of things in that I ordered for our wedding invites, and then I also think there's a few other little like bits and bobs for wedding stuff that I ordered just to see if I liked them and then could go from there. So I thought we would unbox this together and go through everything. Our invites are still, I believe, a week and a half out. I think they're due to come next Friday, so like just over a week. So I have about a week to figure out what I want to do for our envelope inserts, because I really wanted to do like a custom envelope insert. Basically, originally we were going to have my 93-year-old grandma hand paint a photo of our wedding venue to do as our insert, but her hand and eye skills just aren't what they used to, so the painting isn't quite what I wanted it to be, unfortunately, and I would have loved to be able to use it, but it's just not going to work out. So now I'm trying to figure out something else to do for the insert. I think I still want to do some sort of painting of the venue. I think I might try and end up doing it digitally, because I do have Procreate on my iPad, because I just genuinely don't have the time to sit down and do either a watercolor or acrylic oil painting of the venue and then scan it. It just isn't realistic. If I had given myself more time, I might have, but I think at this point it probably just makes more sense to do it digitally. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to like cut them out so they're all like uniform and they just like go really well, and I also don't have to hand cut every single one. So I'm gonna see if my Cricut machine can do that. That is for a later day in the coming week to try and figure out, but first let's unbox this and go through it. Okay, here we go. Why am I so bad? Okay. So I ordered one of these USB chargeable lamps. Originally my thought was to have this on the tables just to kind of like supplement the other decor, as well as on the bar. Pluto, leave it. And the one thing I hate about being engaged so long, unique ideas that I've seen from like a year ago are probably going to be popular this wedding season. And so I think that table lamps are unfortunately going to be one of those things, because I saw them like sprinkled in at the end of the 2024 wedding season, and I absolutely loved them. Immediately was like, yes, if I can do that, I want to do that. I'm thinking having 1 to 2 of these on each table and then having them on the bar as well would be perfect. So ordering about 30 of them, but let's see what it looks like. You're kidding. This is literally perfect. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I'm obsessed. Wow. Oh, and the light works. So it has like 3 different light settings. I love the warm light. That's so good. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm immediately ordering more of these. They were available on like Amazon, Shein, Temu, all of the above, and they were like $10 to $12 a piece. So like pretty reasonable for table decor, especially if I'm only having one on each table, because I was seeing little lamps like this to rent and they were like $20 to $25 a piece just to rent them. So I was like, no, I think I will buy them instead. I'm obsessed with this, wow. Next up, I ordered a ton of these little wax seal stickers. Originally, I did want to do like a custom wax seal, but then realized A, how expensive that was, and B, how long it was going to take time-wise. Like I wanted to get the little wax melt beads and do the whole stampy thing, and I just thought that was too much effort. So I ended up getting stickers instead in this really pretty creamy white color. Let's take a look at them in terms of the quality, because these were like, oh, these are perfect. Oh, I'm obsessed. So I ordered ones that have this little flowery leaf on it, and honestly, they feel pretty good quality, and then there's like a little sticker backing, so I ordered more than enough of those. And then I also ordered vellum envelope liners because I really loved the look, just how like seamless the vellum wrapping looks. So this is just like standard 5x7 card size. It's already pre-folded with a little bit of overlap for the wax seal. Stunning. This was perfect. And then last but not least, I ordered 2 different styles of ribbon for a little bow band on the envelopes to kind of tie everything together. I got 2 because 2 different colors and 2 different types of material of ribbon. So the first one is this kind of pistachio leaf green. This is the type of ribbon that I used for my bridesmaids boxes and I loved it. But then I also got more of this sage like eucalyptus green in a silk satin style ribbon, because I'm not 100% sure which one is going to match color wise to our embossed invites when they arrive. And then I also wasn't 100% sure the texture of the ribbon that I wanted, but I got both of those to try out and then figured I could always order more of either one if I needed it. So that's everything that's come in so far. Honestly, I'm obsessed with everything that came in. I think it all looks really good quality, and like I'm excited to DIY them together with Alan. I think that'll be a fun little thing that we can do in the afternoon rather than having them have arrived already pre-assembled. So I love everything that came in, yay. But that's everything that I've ordered for now. I might still like look at Pinterest and see if there's any other bits and bobs and pieces that I need. Don't mind Pluto chewing on his bone literally at my knees here. But I love everything that's come in so far. I think I'm gonna definitely order more of those lamps so that I can have more of them on the tables. And then other than that, I think that's it for now. Alrighty, we are currently on our way to our venue to do our wedding menu tasting. So excited. So basically beforehand we got to pick out 2 of everything. So like an appetizer, entree, dessert, and then we also get some wine pairings. And I think we get to taste our bubbly, so like Prosecco or champagne for our champagne toast as well. We're currently on our way, very excited. The lighting is really pretty. Alright, let's try. This one was the mixed green, no, arugula and frise carrot. And then that one is the mixed green fig. Okay, and goat cheese.
Do you use this plate or no?
No, that's for bread. That's bread flavor.
It's for one individual.
I guess when guests walk in, is this whole area locked in?
Entrees just came out. We've tried now 4 reds and 3 whites for sticking.
You get a steak knife.
Oh, maybe you could ask about that. Anyways, decided to try a little bit of a more interesting chicken. Because they had like a chicken supreme, which is like a very basic chicken dish I find, but this is kind of like a more interesting chicken. It's got like a mango salsa, which we know I love mango. So, starting off with the potatoes. Oh, those are spicy. Those are spicy potatoes.
Yeah, feburary. This sauce is really good.
Yeah.
I think it's juice.
I love the plating of this. I think it's so pretty. And that, just visually to me, I'm like, yes. Yeah.
This is pretty good.
This is good. Alrighty, we have dessert we are trying last. I have a New York style cheesecake with a berry like compote, carrot caramel creme brulee.
Yep. Not bad.
I bet this is so good.
Yeah. Good.
I'm gonna let you try it, but like, personally.
Are you wanting half or you just want to?
Yeah, I think like the.
Like, would you prefer having more cheesecake?
Mm-hmm.
Have more cheesecake.
I am so excited. Everything for our invites have finally arrived. So I thought we would do a little haul of everything else that's arrived. And then also I'm going to walk you through our full invite suite. And then we're gonna get into actually like putting together and making some of the invites. So I really wanted timeless, beautiful, elegant, classic wedding stationery. And I know wedding stationery includes like menus, signage, invites, etc. But we're just covering invites today. And when I was originally reaching out to these companies that do fully custom designed invite suites, they were upwards of $3,000, which they are beautiful, but I just could not reason spending that much for fully custom, like either letterpress or foil printed invites. It just didn't make sense. So Al and I decided we were gonna DIY them, we were gonna figure it out ourselves. We kind of picked a like middle of the road place to help us make them. Not sponsored whatsoever at all, but we did end up going with Minted. I know a lot of creators work with them, but we did purchase these ourselves because we found that the price was pretty reasonable for what we wanted, and then we're DIYing basically every other element. So first we'll go through the other elements because this actually just arrived today, but it is our envelope liners. I knew I wanted something inside the envelope. I love the look of whether it's something patterned or a photo of the venue or an illustration, a sketch, just something that's a little bit more elevated that goes inside the envelope. And when I was looking at like Etsy or even on Minted as well, they were upwards of $250 for 50 not even custom envelope liners. I was like, you know what, I have a Cricut, I can figure this out myself. So I printed them from Staples. This literally cost me 40 bucks for 70 of them, and I downloaded a template from Etsy for an envelope liner, which was like $1 or $2, and they turned out so well. So I do need to cut them all out with my Cricut and then glue them in. Also, they ended up being printed on glossy paper, not matte, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not paying another $40 to have them redone. So here we are. I'm obsessed with how they turned out though. I think the painting photo looked so good. And then to take the customization just like a step further, I also bought a little custom embosser. So basically this just has like a V and an A, a little symbolum on it, and I'm thinking to use this both for our invites but also for some cocktail hour napkins, so a dual purpose. And this was only like $35 on Amazon, and then I can keep it in the future as well. It's literally just a V and an A. I think it's cute and it wasn't like anything crazy, so we did pick that up. Now without further ado, let's unbox our actual invite suite. Let's start with the top box. I actually haven't opened these up in a while because I've just been waiting to have everything, but I'm so excited for these. This is what it looks like in the first box. All right, these look like envelopes, I think. You're kidding. Every time I see these again, I'm just like, these are so stunning and they were so worth it. These are our envelopes. It's going to be a little, I feel like, oversaturated, but we had everyone's names in cursive and then their address in just a regular like Times New Roman script font. Oh my goodness, so good. So good, I'm obsessed. I think these are the actual invite. So good. The color turned out so good as well. Oh, you're kidding. These are just stunning. We got them printed on 100% organic cotton paper, so they're like a little bit textured, and then as well they're like imprinted textured. Safe to say I'm absolutely obsessed with these. Holy crap. Let's get on to the next box. I think that's all that's in this first box, is just the envelopes and then the big invites. Box number 2. These, I believe, are our RSVP and then detail cards. Start with stack number 1. Oh, so good. Oh my goodness. These are our little detail cards. I think they turned out so good. They just have like all the details and then our wedding website, basically like color palette, dress code, time of reception, that type of thing is on here. And then last but not least, this should be our actual RSVP card as well. Oh, No, more detailed cards? Wait a second. Okay, yeah. These are our little RSVP cards. I think they also turned out so well. So same venue emblem at the top as our actual invite, just has accept, decline, and then each person's menu selection along the bottom as well. But everything turned out so beautiful, and I think it just flows so well together. And the green, I'm so obsessed with it. Before I even start to assemble all of the invites, the first thing that I need to do is basically cut out all the envelope liners. So I have my handy dandy trusty little Cricut already set up, but my Cricut is going to cut out all of these for me so that I don't have to do it by hand. Now, I did have like a setup going on because I did some trial envelope liners like without any printing before I ordered these to make sure that I could do it with my Cricut, and it worked pretty well. So I already have like a template and just set it up as like a basic cut with the Cricut. I'm gonna walk you guys through all of this as well, so if you're wanting to do the same, you can. But let me get set up and then we'll walk through it. So before you even start, you're gonna want to go and buy an envelope liner template from Etsy. This is the one that I purchased here. It was literally $2. I think it actually might have been more on sale and it was only like $1.50 or something like that. But it gives you literally so many different types of envelopes. And then I just imported that to Canva, added the image that I wanted, and then took the basic one over to the Canva like workspace app, Design Space, it's called Design Space. And I just imported it and used it as a basic template. Super simple, and then it's going to cut that out. It's the exact same size and it's going to be good to go. So for this, I have my lovely standard little Cricut grip mat. It is the standard grip, and then this is the, I believe, either 12 or 18 by 24 length, but it's double long. You can get one that's just half the size, but I got the double length one because once I get more proficient at this, I'll be able to cut out two at once. I can stick one on the top, one on the bottom half. But if you're not that comfortable with Cricut, I would suggest just getting the half mat size and doing one at a time. But I wanted to kind of be able to speed up the process once I like get going in it. I feel like I'm pretty crafty. I can get along with crafty things pretty easily. So I'm hoping I can be able to do two at once on this. But essentially, I'm just going to stick my paper right onto the mat because it's nice and sticky. You have to use this with like basically non-Cricut materials, and I just printed mine on like a slightly thicker printer paper, but then I just set that up in my Cricut and it's basically good to go. I import it, go click literally like make, and it makes it for me. So again, I just imported this as a basic cut. I am going to move this to be where I want to line it up, just on the grid marks, so that it's nice, even, easy to set up. And then I'm literally going to click continue and then make, and that's it. So it looks like my first one didn't turn out quite perfectly. I'll need to readjust the mat just a little bit because it did like leave the tiniest little bit of white. So I'll probably just like cut this one and then give it to a friend who's not gonna really care about how precise the cut is, but honestly, otherwise, pretty perfect. On our way to Suit Supply. We are going suit shopping for Alan this afternoon. Very excited. Alan's finally getting to try on some suits, and we decided to go with Suit Supply just because of their customization options really give Alan what he has been looking for, because we have not been able to find.
Yeah, no, I haven't been able to find what I've been looking for. So we've
gone to different vendors, and there's been little things, little tweaks of things that I really want that isn't quite there. But when we were on Suit Supply's website, we were seeing very briefly that, you know, you can change the buttons and the different colors and the fit. So I'm really excited to see what they have to offer.
And I like the little embroidery options, like you can do like underneath the collar and like inside the suit jacket. It's all the like little details that I love. So I'm excited. We're gonna check them out today.
Yeah, here and there. Yeah.
For the white, do you want a little bit more like classic white, or do you want like off-white? So
these are both wool.
yeah, so they're great all-season fibers. So like you're not gonna roast.
Cool.
Obviously you guys can.
Should I smell that one?
I don't care, it's up to you.
You want to put it in your bag? Did I have a wider foot, so I would just have to adjust with the laces a bit, but overall.
On this page, we've got more specialty buttons. So you've got like your mother of pearls. That definitely. Yeah, pretty. Like I'm not buying tuxedo shirts at other spots, but I find it's pretty standard to have like that. We call it like a PK texturing, almost like where it's kind of honeycomb and really elegant.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
42, just to see if you like that extra centimeter of shoulder width. You might not need it, because right now it's actually looking quite nice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, easier fit. I find sometimes when I'm doing this, I need to fit somebody between like 3 or 4 different fits.
Yeah. Cool. It's been nice for me as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of my wedding planning series. On the next episode, we are going to be going through and venue hunting. This was actually filmed a really long time ago, almost 2 years ago actually, which is crazy because assigning our venue was one of the first things that we did. But in the next episode, Alan and I are going to be sitting down chatting through all of the venues that we visited, minus the one that we ended up choosing, and kind of what we liked, what we didn't like, and ultimately why we didn't end up going with that venue. So stay tuned because it's going to be a good one. I love you guys so much, and I will see you there. Bye.